Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. We're diving straight into a topic that absolutely fascinates me. Usually, when we hear FIFA World Cup, our minds jump right to those dramatic last-minute goals, intense rivalries, and the sheer global spectacle of it all, right? But today, we're looking at the 2026 World Cup through a totally different lens. We're going to unpack exactly how this colossal event operates as a massive, highly tuned business enterprise.
So, what if I told you the World Cup isn't just about football? It's actually one of the biggest money-making events on the entire planet. With the 2026 tournament being hosted mainly in the United States, the financial projections we're looking at are literally staggering. We're talking billions of dollars in revenue and thousands upon thousands of jobs. But that brings up the core mystery we really want to solve today. Where exactly does all this money come from? And, maybe more importantly, whose pockets is that money actually going into?
The ultimate financial playbook, following the money.
The $17 billion tourism boom, filling the hosts' pockets.
To figure this out, we need to structure our thinking a bit. As we follow the money, it really helps to split this incredible financial windfall into two distinct economies. You have the economic impact that stays on the ground, flowing directly into the host country, and then the immense revenue streams flowing outward directly to FIFA. Let's start with the host. Our first major stream is the tourism boom. During the tournament, millions of passionate fans are traveling to the US. And where are they dropping their cash? Well, in the everyday economy. Think of it almost like a pop-up megacity moving across the country. Fans need a place to crash, so hotels are booked solid. They need to fly in, meaning packed flights. They've got to eat, which completely floods local restaurants. They need local transportation to get to the stadium, and in their downtime, they're shopping and hitting up entertainment venues. This is direct, on-the-ground consumer spending injected straight into local businesses.
And when you add all those individual spending habits up, you get an absolutely massive number. Studies estimate that the World Cup could add around $17 billion directly to the US GDP. Just let that scale sink in for a second. $17 billion generated just by hosting an event. That is literally like injecting the entire GDP of a small nation straight into the domestic economy in a matter of weeks.
But you know, $17 billion can feel kind of abstract. Let's ground this in actual human impact. Because of that massive tourism surge, this economic boom is expected to support roughly 185,000 jobs. From hotel staff and restaurant workers to retail clerks and transit operators, this tournament translates directly into real paychecks for hundreds of thousands of people in the host country.
Broadcasting and global sponsorships, filling FIFA's pockets.
Okay, so the host country clearly wins big, but let's shift our focus over to the organizer, FIFA. The real secret to the World Cup's wealth is its audience. It's one of the most watched sporting events globally, making that attention incredibly valuable. While television networks worldwide pay FIFA staggering amounts for broadcasting rights, domestic U.S. broadcasters definitely aren't losing out either. They're expected to generate over $500 million in ad revenue during the tournament. It's this massive ecosystem where pretty much everyone holding the rights stands to make a total fortune.
Beyond the broadcasters, we have the corporate sponsors. Because the World Cup commands such an unbelievable global viewership, it acts as one of the most valuable marketing platforms in the entire world. Global corporate brands operating in sportswear, beverages, airlines, and payment processing are willing to spend historic sums just to capture a few seconds of your attention during these matches.
So what does global sponsorship actually look like in practice? Basically, it's premium brands handing over billions in revenue simply to associate their name with the FIFA World Cup. For these massive global companies, it's not just a game. It is a guaranteed, bulletproof way to reach billions of consumers, all at the exact same time.
Tickets, hospitality, and business, the local and premium spends.
Now let's bridge the gap between those local U.S. business opportunities and the stadium itself. In the host cities, local businesses are bracing for an incredibly positive impact. We are talking about major host cities projecting billions of dollars in local economic activity. The benefits are super clear. Incredibly increased customer traffic, highly concentrated event-related spending, unique advertising opportunities to a captive audience, and of course, surging merchandise sales as fans grab souvenirs to remember the whole shebang. Let's zoom inside the stadium and see how this hierarchy of matchday revenue actually builds. Step 1 is the baseline. Millions of general admission tickets sold to everyday fans. Step 2 kicks it up a notch with premium seating and upgraded fan experiences. And finally, Step 3 brings in the high-end VIP hospitality packages. Through this tiered approach, FIFA projects billions of dollars in revenue just from ticketing and hospitality alone,
It's a gold mine at every single level.
The biggest World Cup ever. Unprecedented scale and impact.
We've looked at the different revenue streams, from tourism to broadcasting to ticketing. But you might be wondering, why are the numbers for 2026 so much bigger than anything we've ever seen before? Well, it starts with this number, 48. The 2026 tournament features a newly expanded format. Instead of the traditional 32 teams, there will be 48 international teams competing. And think about what that means. More teams mean more fan bases traveling, more nations tuning in on television, and a vastly larger global footprint.
And those 48 teams lead directly to our next vital statistic, 104. Because of the expanded roster, there are a staggering 104 matches scheduled to be played. That is 104 opportunities to sell out stadiums, 104 individual broadcasts to sell advertising against, and 104 massive events drawing millions of visitors into the host cities.
Which culminates in this final jaw-dropping projection. When you combine the broadcasting rights, the sponsorships, the tickets, and the hospitality across an expanded tournament, FIFA's overall revenue is projected to reach nearly $11 billion. $11 billion! That single statistic ensures that the 2026 event will go down as the most profitable World Cup in history. And that brings us to our conclusion. As this explainer has laid out, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is fundamentally way more than just a sporting event. For the United States, it's an unparalleled opportunity to boost tourism, create jobs, and showcase American cities to billions of viewers worldwide. And for FIFA, it's an incredibly lucrative global enterprise. The World Cup truly is a powerful example of how sports can drive huge economic growth. So I want to leave you with this to consider. The next time you watch a match, will you just be watching the players on the field, or will you be thinking about the multi-billion-dollar economic machine running quietly in the background? Thank you so much for exploring this with me today. Keep asking questions and keep learning.